Hi, I'm David Schuster with MouthpieceSports.com, and we are speaking with Brady Ellison, who is in archery. And Brady, tell us a little bit about yourself. You're growing up, and you've been doing this for a long, long time.
Yeah, I've been shooting since I was real little. Pictures of me, in diapers, shooting with little plastic bow and suction cups and stuff like that. And shot compound, started competing when I was 10. And I've won a couple, world championships and stuff like that. But I just enjoy shooting and enjoy the sport. It's something that everyone can do, and I pretty much just enjoy shooting. That's why I'm doing it.
When you're growing up, like basketball players always have Michael Jordan as somebody to emulate, and football players, Walter Payton or somebody like that. I know that there's been gold medal winners when you were growing up that you were able to emulate. Who were those people?
Butch Johnson has always been one of my heroes and stuff like that. But one of the guys that I look up to the most actually now was a bull rider, Lane Frost. Grew up in Arizona. My grandpa has a ranch and stuff like that. So rodeo stuff and bull riding and stuff like that was when I was little. I watched a lot of that. But Lane Frost has been probably my biggest inspiration. He was the youngest bull rider in the Hall of Fame. Of course he was killed, but he's been probably my biggest inspiration, just what he did and the way he acted.
How about being part of a sport that really doesn't get that much notoriety in the United States? Does that bug you at all, or do you thrill because you are literally the best in this country at doing what you do?
That is kind of neat being able to be on top and stuff like that. And archery is a sport that, a lot of people do, but it's not. A lot of people do it because they hunt for food, or they do it on the side, or they went to a camp and did. So a lot of people know what archery is, but a lot of people don't realize how competitive you can be in archery.
Yeah, this might sound like a dumb question, but have you ever showed off to some people, like, see that little thing about 400 yards away and just show off and I can knock it from there? I mean, it's got to be a kick that, again, to be the best at what you can do.
Yeah. Not really. There have been times like with like people that we're shooting with or something like that, someone will say something like, "Hey, I bet you can't hit that," and you're like, "Oh, I'll put $5 on it," or something like that, and then of course, then it becomes a challenge and you start shooting for it that way. But really just kind of random things, not really.
What kind of kick would it be if you go over to Beijing and win the whole thing?
I think that would be great. That's what we're going to try to do. I'm not putting that expectation on myself. I just want to go over there and shoot the best I can. If I come away with a medal, great. But if not, the experiences I'm going to gain from it is just going to be awesome.
You communicate with foreign athletes. Is there a code in your sport?
Not really. Luckily we don't have to talk to them a whole lot. It's just scoring is probably the hardest thing. And, most people speak English enough that, the scoring's not a problem. You know how to say hi and stuff like that in a couple of different languages, and it's all right. So, it's not too bad, and you can kind of get your point across. So.
And wearing the red, white, and blue for your country, how patriotic are you, and what kind of kick is that?
I think it's a good thing. It's a lot of things that, people represent their country, for us, going off to war, joining the service somewhere, whereas on this side, we could wear USA on our backs in a competitive side, against other countries and just try to be the best that way.
Thank you very much. Much appreciated.